It's a normal, everyday occurrence at this point. Something's happening on one or the other bridge.
Shermageddon Part 2, at least for tonight, after the sudden closure mandated on the Sherman Minton Bridge. This is what the 2nd Street Bridge looked like at around 7 p.m. A sea of brake lights stretching the length of the bridge. Welcome to Wave News at 11. I'm John Bull. When our 4 bridges get cut down to 3, it's going to be a mess, especially when only one of them is free to cross now. Wave News reporter David Ochoa got out in the gridlock and has more on the reasons why the bridge is closed.
Yeah, slowdowns because of the Sherman Minton renewal project isn't a new thing for people on either side of the river. But that doesn't mean it isn't frustrating every time there's a closure.
To do yet another story on a Sherman Minton closure, we needed to get to New Albany. The only problem was, we weren't the only ones on their way to Indiana. Inch by inch, we moved up 2nd Street, and it took us nearly 30 minutes just to get through downtown. And once we finally crossed the bridge, it took us about the same amount of time just to get to downtown New Albany. Once we finally did, we found Megan Schaffner, who works at Eureka Menswear.
Bridge is closed. Surprise you at all?
No, 0%. 0%.
Construction crews closed the bridge after finding a component on the deck of the main span that needed to be inspected and possibly repaired before anyone could drive over it again. Now both directions are closed until further notice. And in the meantime, Schaffner says it'll be a familiar topic in New Albany.
All the old men talking over coffee. The damn bridge is closed again.
But for Schaffner and Eureka, who is working towards an expansion, they're not too worried about any closures affecting business, despite being right off the bridge exit.
We have cool stuff here, and if you're cool and you like cool stuff, you will take another bridge and you will shop local.
In fact, she looks at it as an opportunity because the bridge works both ways. She says if people can't get there easily, they also can't leave easily.
It gives an opportunity to local people to stay in the area, see and explore places they have never been before.
Schaffner lives in Jeffersonville, and although she doesn't need to cross the bridge to get home, she wasn't happy when I told her what we had to sit through to get to New Albany from the Jeffersonville area.
I do have to go back that way. Thank you for really ruining my day here. I was having a fabulous day. The rain was enough, and then you came in here and let me know that the bridge was closed down. I love hearing that.
It's all in good fun, but we don't know exactly what the component is that caused the closure of Sherman Minton or a timeline when the bridge could reopen. David Ochoa, Wave News.